Philadelphia 76ers were going to just, get blown out by 34 points. Joel Embiid might as well sat on the bench. That was just ridiculous.
When I say a waste of time, that's what I mean. Poor Joel Embiid. But you know what though? Maybe it was an opportunity for him to come in and kind of fill out the game because he hadn't played. He hadn't played in a while. You know, they went home. They had a couple of days rest, and then they started game one where he didn't play. So maybe this was better for him just to fill out the game, I suppose. But yeah. Other than that, he probably could have waited till game three.
Yes, he really should have because it just looked like, James Harden took his foot off the gas. How do you drop 45 points one game and then come back? When he scored like less than 15 points.
Yeah.
Come on. That's like night and day performance. You're gonna play around with it. Y'all gonna play around with these Boston Celtics. Now,
Yeah.
even though the Celtics needed to win that game, they didn't want to go down 0-2 going back to Philly, but
Okay, but in that fashion, come on.
I
No.
know a
No.
34-point blowout. Stop.
Mm-mm. No, no. You know what? I wonder does James Harden have a hard time playing with Joel Embiid?
Oh,
Not in a negative way. Not in a
uh,
negative way, but maybe in a way where he's always deferring. Because I don't know why he didn't think he still needs to perform. I don't that he needs to put up the same type of production he did when Joel Embiid wasn't in the game. What how you take your foot off the gas during the playoffs? Huh? I don't understand. Oh well then is this is this the inconsistent well, I don't know inconsistent is the right word, but is this what we're used to seeing from James Harden? Man.
yes, this is it. This is
Man.
it. But Jalen Brown and Malcolm Brogdon played a pretty good game. They put the team away. The thing with the Celtics all season has been them letting off. But I'm like, there's no way. There's no way they're gonna let off in this game. This game was way too important.
Yeah, it was. Yes, yes. They did not want to go to Philadelphia down 0-2. They didn't want to do that. No. And you know what? Jalen Brown, again, I know we don't talk about him enough, but did he save the day again? Like, Tatum. Really?
Jason Tatum was so frustrated. I've never seen him play like that before.
Well, I guess what? It ain't going to be successful in the playoffs.
Nah, nah. All that complaining, nobody cares. Get back on defense. He has to.
You know what? What I can't say, I don't remember a lot of that complaining last season during the playoffs from him. I don't know what it was to in in game two that really had him just on wine.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what, Missoula, but hey, I'll give credit to Missoula. He did sit him down. I think Jason Tatum scored his little 7 points, and Coach Missoula was like, "Look, you doing too much complaining. I don't like what I'm seeing from you. Go ahead and have a seat next to me. Plus, we're already stomping on the Philadelphia Sixers anyway. There was no reason to continue playing him, really.
Yeah, but it's not a good look for their marquee player, their
Yeah,
superstar. But he
yeah.
took he took a note out of Tibbs' book. Randall, have a seat. And I love it.
Yeah.
No, I like when coaches are like, you know what, even though you're the star player. Fortunately for Boston, they do have other players that can step up. Fortunately, now we don't have that. That's going to be a problem. But they have that. He can sit him down, get his mind right. Hopefully, he'll come back in game three a lot more focused, less complaining. You're not going to get the calls. You're just not going to have it.
No,
Let it
no.
go. You're not going to get them.
Yes. Now, did you notice Joel Embiid getting some of those MVP calls from the refs? Because there was some fouls where I was like, they barely touched him. Come on. The whistle was blowing left and right for Joel Embiid. Now, even though he's an artist at drawing
Yeah,
fouls,
he is.
it was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't playoff style, you
Ooh,
know?
well, let's just be honest. Joel Embiid is a phenomenal actor.
Yeah, yeah,
Somebody who top of the list of floppers, Joel Embiid is one of them. Let's just be honest.
yes,
He knows how to the free throw line. He knows how to get slightly touched and then fall on his face. Don't do
yeah.
that. Don't do
I
that to
know.
Grant Williams. That was
Yeah,
funny.
did you see that?
Don't do
Just
that.
barely tapped him. And Joel Embiid. The thing is, though, because he's coming back from injury, I didn't expect him to be
Yes.
doing all that.
That's what
Stay
I'm
on your
talking
feet,
about.
big fella. It's
That's what I'm talking about.
ridiculous.
You so busy playing flop and you gonna mess around and can't get up. Don't do that.
Ah.
I'm gonna need
Yeah,
that's the thing about one of the things about Joel Embiid, and I get wanting to get the points, wanting to get to the free throw line. Now, I understand all of that, but he is really good at baiting fouls. He's so good at it. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like that type of play. I just think that it delays unnecessarily delays the game, and in the end, it doesn't look good for me. But that's
yeah.
just me. That's just me.
And I know he's a tougher player than that.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like he's
Right.
settling. It's like he's settling.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, so let's talk about this interaction between Jason Tatum and the NBA referee now. I heard, Twitter was going wild because, Jason Tatum really doesn't have a history of doing that sort of thing,
True.
interacting with the ref, where his hands on the ref and all that. But Twitter said that Tatum should be fined. I personally think the referee had his hands on him. Get your hands off me. Don't touch me type of, that's what I'm thinking. Jason Tatum did not initiate that contact with the
That
referee.
is true.
And I don't think the NBA should fine him for that. The referees don't get to just touch on the players, just like the
If
players can't just touch on the referees.
Yep, from that perspective, I have to agree with you on that. He did initiate the contact, and had he had not approached Jason Tatum in that fashion and even touched him, I don't think Jason Tatum would have pushed him away like that.
No, no, not
Yeah,
at all. And if the
yeah.
NBA fines him, I know something.
See, yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I don't think they will. Once they review the tape, they'll see that the referee made contact. And so Jason Tatum was like, I don't want to be bothered right now. That's that type of push where I don't want to be bothered. Not that type of
Yes.
bully push that DeJounte Murray did on the ref. That's different.
Right,
That was a different
right.
type of that's a different type of contact. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Okay, okay, good, good. 'Cause I'm like, ooh, I hope the NBA sees it that way.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right, cool.
who's calling for Jason Tatum to get fined? Is it the Celtics fans or is it the Sixers fans? I bet you it's not the Celtics fans. Can't be.
Nah, but Doc Rivers might send a little email. Yeah, that's part of his gamesmanship. Who can he disrupt in the playoff series? Because Jason Tatum was completely frustrated last night.
I'm gonna tell you right now, be very careful, Doc Rivers, because you don't want them to stop blowing the whistle on Joel Embiid. Then what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Pick your battles.
Pick your battle.
Pick your
Oh,
battles.
oh, man. Speaking of battle, who's going to battle tonight? It should be a double header since we only had one game last night.
So tonight on the docket, on the on the TVs. Okay, on tonight we only have one header, and that is the Lakers and the Warriors game two.
Oh, wow.
Lakers
Okay.
lead one. Let me see how the Warriors respond. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. What's their answer? Because they mess
Yes.
around and Draymond Green gonna give out all the goods.
Oh, my goodness. I
He gonna
listened
give
to
it
his
out.
podcast, and I'm like,
Nah.
really, Draymond?
Nope.
He needs to go zero dark 30 during these
Mm-mm.
playoffs. You talk about, we're going to do this better. We're going to do that. We're going to do this.
He's never done
Dude.
that. Does he do that all the time? I this one right here for me and Draymond Green. I don't like it. He
Oh,
he over here giving the blueprint.
I
What?
can't believe it. Unless he's trying to, throw them off their game. Say, okay, I'll get on the podcast and say this, but we're really going to do something totally different. But I doubt that because he has no credibility if he does that. So I just can't. I listen to it. I'm like, dude, you are tripping right now. They need to tell him to go on and, put the podcast in the freezer for right now. Put it on the shelf.
It's too late. They allowed him to do it. It won't even seem right at this point. They have allowed him to do it anyway. I mean, the game is barely even over, and he talking. It
Yeah.
seems real. And Twitter is having their way with him. They don't like it either. They don't like it either.
Yeah, well, he started it talking about it's going to be difficult guarding my brother, my big brother.
Right. What
Mm-hmm.
is that? You saved the Big Brother antics for after the playoffs. You guys are going up against them right now.
Yeah, and I know Steph Curry and Clay. It's Steve Kerr. Now, somebody should be tapping him on the shoulder and say, okay, Draymond, Now, we're trying to get to the Western Conference Finals. I'm going to need you to not, idolize this man right now in terms of LeBron James. I'm going to need you to go ahead and I need you to snatch his head off with your play, with your defense, with your playmaking. I mean, I've
No,
never seen it like this. I know last season he was talking after the playoffs and stuff, but he just wasn't giving away the goods like this.
it's the fandom for me. That's what's bothering
Mm-hmm.
me about it. He did it before they even started the series. Now they've lost game. Warriors lost game one, and he's still being a fanatic. That's the part for me. I can't get my mind around. And I saw this one Twitter post that was saying Draymond Green when he, had his little tiff on the side,
Uh-huh.
on the sideline. There was this photo of this lady. She was winking her eye, like
Yeah.
LeBron, this is for you.
Yeah, this for
Like
you.
don't
Mm.
do that. It doesn't look good. I don't know
No.
if Kerr can do it because if Kerr could do it, he would have done it a long time ago on other matters. So Kerr, no. But
Uh,
but but if he respects Clay like he claims he respects Clay and or Steph Curry, he would totally take it from them. Look, bro, don't
mm-hmm.
can you hold off on that?
Yeah, or talk about the other series. And even that's a sketch because you may have to play these teams. So, I don't know. And then yesterday on Twitter, everybody digging in the crates right now. They talked about Draymond asking Steve Kerr, could he miss a Warriors road game just so he can go see LeBron and get the scoring title? And
Yep,
Steve
I remember
Kerr,
that.
yeah, Steve Kerr said, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. And Draymond, stayed with the team. But just the thought that he even considered it,
Right.
that is, yeah.